We are trying to find the derivative of y is equal to sine 2x all divided by 2x. Now, looking at this, we see that there's one function here. All right, there's one function at the top, that's the sine 2x, and another function down the bottom, that's the 2x down there. So you can use the quotient rule. However, I personally find the quotient rule a little bit tricky to remember because there's a negative sign in there. So instead, what I'm going to do is use the product rule. So the product rule is, there's this hack that you can do. You can raise the thing at the bottom to the power of -1. 2x, so -1, like that. And what we can see is that there's one function here. We're going to call this f, and that's the sine 2x, and the other function, 2x to the power of -1, which is g. So the product rule is that the derivative is equal to them both normally, but we're just going to put a dash to represent that it's been differentiated. So what we can do with any product rule is to write them out in a systematic way. So I like to write out f at the top and then f differentiated. Okay, so let's differentiate sine 2x. Okay, so first of all, the sine goes towards a cos because it's being differentiated. And that's the easiest way to remember it. And the guts of it, the inside behind the force field, remains the same. However, what happens here is that the sine, that 2, because it's a function within a function, goes out the top. Now there's no negative sign needed here, all right? And that's because it hasn't gone from cos to sine, and sine you can think of it as sin, it's bad, but it hasn't done that, so it's still a positive. The next step, right, is to find the function of g. Okay, so g, which is just 2x, and differentiate that. Super easy. It's just going, it's not just 2x, it's got the -1 there. And so what that will mean is that -1 goes towards the front, and the guts of it remains the same, but now we have a -2. So really simply, that just becomes -2x to the -2. So now we can just put it in, right? We can just put it in each section here. So just using colors so it makes sense. We put that one over here, and we also put this g prime over here. Okay, so let's put in and just substitute everything, and it will become very easy. So the first step is that f prime, which is our 2 cos 2x, and then just the normal g of x. So that is going to be -2x -1. And then we say plus, okay, and now we have the normal f, which is our sine 2x. Okay, and then we have our differentiated guy, which is this -1, 2x to the -2. So that will become 2x to the -2. Oh, hey, let's simplify this thing because it's looking pretty ugly, right? It is looking pretty ugly. And that will become 2 cos 2x all on 2x, and we can cancel out those 2's, and then plus all this stuff towards the end. So let's bring the minus sign across. So this minus sign here, let's bring that across, and then we'll say it's sine 2x all divided by 2x squared. So let's go one step further and simplify this for the last step to say this will be 2x over x minus by sine 2x over 4x squared. And that's it. That is our final answer. So hopefully that makes sense. Let me know if there's anything that doesn't in the comments below.